Hello fellas, and welcome back to Love Ribbon. We are on episode 15, I believe, if I remember correctly, I think so. And in the last episode we figured out that well, first off we've decided that we were going to Iris's concert, and then obviously with about 3 seconds we did, amazingly. And once all that, they almost kissed and then didn't, got interrupted, obviously, as anime happens. And then he came back and we found the test results. No, not Iris's ones, the genetic test, and we find out that both Iris and Zoey are siblings, or 100% siblings. They're definite sisters, there's nothing going around it at all. And so, we are back here on this watery day, and we're going to continue to the aftermath, I suppose. So let's continue. I quickly follow after her, but by the time I've opened the door, her figure is nowhere to be found. She went round the back. Zoey, where are you? Zoey, please answer me. I ran outside in pursuit of Zoey. The rain that started during the ride home has gotten heavier, and I find it difficult to see far in the distance. I can't see a single other person on the street, let alone Zoey. Yeah, there ain't gonna be. Zoey! Yeah. I shout at the top of my lungs, praying that Zoey might hear my voice and come back. She's probably heard it, but she probably ain't coming back. Not for a little while, anyway. But my words have no effect. Whether they're being drowned out by the rain, ignored, or simply misdirected, Zoey does not respond. As I thought. Damn it. God freaking damn it. Why? Why now? Just when we're getting along so well. Yeah. My legs buckle and I hit the ground hard. Okay, they're a bit dramatic. The water drenches my dress and underwear, but I don't care. Nobody can see me anyway. And even if they could, it wouldn't matter. Zoe's gone. My sister. My girlfriend. No matter what I call her, the person I love most has just disappeared, possibly for good. Was it really so wrong? Kinda. All I wanted was to show Zoey that I still loved her, and yet she pushed me away. I wrapped my arms around my torso and hung my head. The rain has soaked every inch of my body, and yet I don't feel a thing. My entire body is numb, inside and out. Yeah, you might want to get inside if that's happening. Zoey rejected my love, and no other feeling can topple that. Zoey! Yeah. Water streams down my face as I close my eyes and lurch forward. Whether it's the rain or my own tears, the feeling of crushing anguish is unmistakable. All I want to do is crawl into a hole and die. Oh God. A bit dramatic, to be honest, but Zoey really was my sister. Well, God, there's actual tears in her eyes. God, that's the first time I've seen that. Not just my half-sister either. Even our mothers are the same. And yet, I could feel tears beginning to form around the corners of my eyes. With my own sister, I slowly formed a relationship. One which began to develop into a romantic relationship. I became romantically involved with my own flesh and blood sister. I committed a grave sin which even my father would not overlook. Damn right, he's gonna be pissed. And yet, even now, I don't regret it. Where are you, Zoey? You should be here with me. Even if we couldn't kiss or touch one another anymore, we could still be together, just as normal sisters, right? So why? Forlornly, I return to my room, not sure what the future will hold. For the 5th day in a row, the entire day passes without me catching a single glimpse of Zoey. Where the hell she buggered off to? Ever since I kissed Zoey, after hearing the test results, I haven't been able to get in contact with her at all. What the hell's she done? For 5 days, you kind of want a police report. She hasn't been coming to school or even coming home. Nobody's heard from her, and nobody seems to know where she is. Zoey's vanished. It's all my fault. Zoey, where could you have gone? Just come back home. I'm really starting to get worried. I make dinner with tears in my eyes, as I realise just how much I miss Zoey. My mind is filled with thoughts about how great it would be to cook together again, or even just to eat together. But no matter how much I lament her absence, she doesn't return. Zoey, are you in here? Probably not. I'm trespassing in your room. Hurry up and tell me off before I start going through your things. God, really? I enter Zoey's room while calling out to the empty space. Surely enough, Zoey is nowhere to be seen. It's just me alone in an empty room, filled with Zoey's belongings. Maybe we can find a clue about where she's gone. Maybe. Zoey couldn't have gone that far, right? It's been 5 days. She could have gone to a different country. I look around Zoey's room for anything out of the ordinary. I check the browsing history on the computer for bus and train timetables, look through her trash for receipts, and even check if she's brought spare clothes with her. But for all my searching, I find very little. Which means she's took it all! Nah, not really. Zoey has taken the bag she brought with her when she first moved in. She also brought a guitar and several sets of clothing. Wherever Zoey went, she's prepared to make her disappearing act last for a long time. Oh, she has taken her stuff. Oh, I see. Oh, well, it wasn't wrong then. Who am I kidding? Zoey could be halfway across the country by now. She could be halfway across the world. She isn't coming back. She's never coming back again. I sit down in Zoey's bed and grab a pillow. Her scent lingers, but her warmth is gone, along with her presence. Even so, I hug her pillow tightly. I wrap my arms around it and rest my head on top, closing my eyes as tears begin to form in my eyes. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep torturing myself like this, wishing Zoey would come back. I need to find her and bring her home. Because without Zoey here, I strengthen my hold on the pillow. With my eyes still closed, I imagine that the pillow is Zoey. God, really? You want one of those proper waifu pillows? It'll make it a bit easy, I think. I hug Zoey as tightly as I can, burying my face in her chest and indulging her warmth. But the fantasy only lasts for a moment. I open my eyes wide to find that not Zoey, but a pillow, stay with my tears and mucus. Oh God, that's just gross. Yep. Zoey, it's just not the same. Living here isn't the same without you, Zoey. I can't even bring myself to leave the apartment out of fear that you might return while I'm out, then leave again. How am I supposed to go on like this, Zoey? Tell me. I scream into the pillow desperately, burying my face so that the words couldn't see the pathetic look on my face. The world couldn't see the pathetic look on my face. Yeah, I can read. I know, I'm being irrational. I know that Zoey can't hear me, and that becoming a shut-in won't bring her back. It'll probably make it worse, if anything. But I can't help myself. Zoey's the only thing on my mind, and until I find her, that isn't going to change. You can't just insert yourself into my life and then vanish. That's not fair, Zoey. You said you wanted to be with me. Was it all a lie? I put my face away from the pillow and throw it at the door. Everything changed when we look at that stupid test. We were both so happy together, living as sisters who only acknowledged our relationship when it suited us. Yeah. All I want to do is go back to that time, before we were sure about our blood relation. If we ever look at that test, we could have been happy living in denial and making up our own truth. But we just had to know. And now, because of that, Zoey is... I clench my hands, unconsciously digging my nails into my palms. The nails pierce my skin, drawing little drops of blood as I frail and contain myself. God, I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. I wish I never took that damn test. Why? Why do we have to know the truth? Because it's kind of a legal line you need to be crossing or not. Couldn't we just left good enough alone? Couldn't we just be ordinary couple, oblivious to everything around us? Other people do it. Why couldn't we? Still illegal. A few drops of blood escaped my clenched fists. Seeing that, a small semblance of rationality returns to me. I clench my fist, then fall backward into Zoe's bed. Our relationship was doomed from the start, wasn't it? Kinda. How could the world ever accept two sisters? We were just fooling ourselves. There's no way we could ever be together. And yet, I wipe my bloody hands on the sheets, then bring them to my face as if to hide behind them. I don't want to live in a world where I can't be with the person I love. Even if nobody else understands, I want to be together with Zoey, now and forever. And if I can't do that, then I raise my hands above my face. Watching through teary eyes, a drop of blood falls into my face. I don't know. What'll I do? After a sleepless night of incessant. What the hell? I didn't even know that word. Worrying. Constant. Let's just ignore it. It's constant. And tortured thoughts of hypothetical scenarios. School passes me by in the blink of an eye. Oh, if only that would happen every day. Even after my final class ends, I find myself slouched over my desk, staring at nothing, while my self-loathing gets the best of me. Honestly, what was I thinking? I'm her older sister, for crying out loud. I should have read this situation better, and helped Zoe to calm down. Instead, I forced myself on her, pressured her to take an action, and then and there we go. Now she's gone, and it's starting to feel like I'll never see her again. Ooh. I've been more worried about your sanity. Talking to yourself is never a good sign. Yeah. Yeah? I look up to find one of my classmates standing in front of me. When did you get here? It's school. She's been here since the start. Since before you started sulking and burying your head in your arms. Yeah. Seriously, Iris. What's wrong with you? Is it that time of the month? It's nothing like that. I'm just worried about Zoe. Yeah, how did you know? How could you not know? She hasn't shown up at school for a week, and you've been gloomy every single day. It didn't take a genius to figure it out. Yeah, not really. Oh, so it's that obvious, eh? Oh, really? I'm afraid so. Yeah. So what happened? You want to talk about it? It's difficult to say. Yeah, we're sisters and we shag. Yeah. And when we found out we're sisters, she ran off. Yeah, that's going to go down very well. I think I may have forced Zoe into something she hated. Really? That doesn't sound like something you'd do. I know, but I wasn't thinking clearly, okay? I let my emotions get the best of me, and I just... Alright, calm down. I'm sure it's nothing you can't fix. It seems... she can't... yeah. I think she can't fix it. Have you spoken to Zoe about what happened since then? Your best bet would definitely to talk things through. I wish. I haven't seen Zoe at all since then. She's going to such great lengths to avoid me that we haven't even spoken even once. She could even be dead in a gutter for all I know. God. Okay, that's a little morbid. Yeah. And baseless, I might add. Zoe's alive and well. She is? Have you seen her? Well, it's not like I saw her in person. More like I know where she'll be, not where she is. Okay. I saw a poster for this band that's playing tonight. and Zoey's listed as one of the members. Okay then, why did she not think of that? It's a fairly well known band too, at least around these parts. She must really... Where did you see this poster? Over at the train station. Right. If you go over to the ticket gates, there's this... Thanks. And she runs away. Wall of posters. Yeah. You're welcome, Iris. Yeah, should have thought that. That's not a train station. After verifying for myself the information given to me, I look at the bar at which Zoey is advertised to be playing. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It does admit it's not the train station. Although her face wasn't on the poster, her name was printed as clear as performer filling in for one of the regular band members. Sitting the same one I see. Truth be told, I'm disappointed in the venue. After her last show, this bar feels like a massive step down. Yeah, it will be. But if I can find Zoey here, then I have no complaints. All that matters to me right now is that I'm able to see her face once more. Before long, the lights begin to dim, and the band walks onto the stage. The singer introduces the group. They all prepare the instruments, and the show begins. Most importantly, however, off to the side and looking down the entire time is Zoey. Zoey! Zoey! Zoey, can you hear me? Zoey! I call out to Zoey, but my voice is drowned out by the music and cheering. With her eyes fixed on the guitar, Zoey can neither hear nor see me waving in my arms and screaming at her. Even though we're so close physically, it feels like the distance between us hasn't shrunk in the least. Okay. I wait for the show to finish and for the crowd to disperse. Once the number of people in the viewing area begins to dwindle, I make my way over to the stage and confront Zoey. Oh, she's not going to be happy, I don't think. Zoey? Wait, Iris? Yes. Oh, so you do remember who I am. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten all about me. Of course not. Zoey turns away and avoids making eye contact. What are you doing here? Looking for you, dipshit! Isn't it obvious? I came here to talk to you. You haven't been home all week. You live without saying anything. You've made no contact, and you haven't attended class even once. Silence. Why are you so desperate to avoid me? Do you hate what I did to you that much? Was it really so bad that you needed to run away from home? I clench my fist by my sides. My voice grows louder and more strained. Despite the fact we're in public, I can feel my anger and grief getting the best of me. If you told me that was the case, then at least I could understand what you were thinking. But until now, you haven't said a thing. If you hated what I did so badly, then tell me. Give me a chance to apologise and I'll try to make things right between us. Yeah, kill the DNA test? All I'm asking is that you be direct and honest with me. Is that so much to ask for? Just answer me this, Zoey. Did you or did you not want me to kiss you? I don't know. Okay. It's not as simple as you're making it sound. It is simple. Either you feel the same way as I do, or you don't. It doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. Zoey shakes her head. You don't get it. Of course I don't get it. You're not telling me anything. If you want me to understand, then don't run away. Talk to me. What don't I understand, Zoey? Just tell me. Zoey starts to shake her head, then stops. She raises her head and firmly looks me in the eye, wearing a serious expression as she does. Iris, what I feel for you isn't that simple. You're my big sister, but also my friend. And after what happened, I was thinking maybe even something more. But I just don't know. How am I supposed to know what I really feel about you? Do I love you as my sister, my friend, or something else entirely? That's the question that's been on my mind for a while now. And then, when you kissed me, I knew. Zoe's eyes start to tear up, although she tries to keep a stern expression on her face. Her emotions betray her. Iris, you're my sister. So why do you feel? So why do I feel like this? How could I feel so good while kissing my own sister? It isn't normal. Damn right it isn't. But I can't help it. I can't help how I feel about you, Iris. And truthfully, I don't want to. Our relationship is more important to me now than ever I ever could have imagined. I don't want anything to get between us, and yet tears start to spill out the corners of Zoe's eyes. Her lips are trembling, and she's no longer able to speak normally. Neither am I at the moment. What that teacher said about me, he was right. I am a bad influence. I'm a horrible person who keeps dragging down the person she loves most. Who does that? What kind of sick individual screws up the lives of their own family? Because that's exactly what I've done. What I've been doing from the moment I got here. Your grades, your life. I barely gave them a thought. As long as you were right there beside me, I was happy. But you know what the worst part is? Even after realising how much I've hurt you, I know that I'll keep doing it the exact same thing. I'll rely on you. I'll drag you into whatever mess I create. And yet, despite all that, despite loving you so much, and fearing how much I'll hurt you, I still want to be by your side. That's love, big girl. Silence. Iris, I know, deep down we were related. I was only fooling myself. I want to trap you in a taboo relationship that nobody else on earth will ever accept. I want to take you all for myself. That's why I ran away, Iris. That's why I couldn't stand to look at you. Because I know that no matter what else comes our way, the one thing I'll never be able to protect you from is me. We're getting deep here. Zoe grabs her own arm as she shakes back and forth, scared by her own words. I too am surprised by what I hear. Of all the scenarios I played in my head regarding Zoe's disappearance, none of them came close to matching this. Yeah, you just assumed she hated you. Obviously not. But now that I know the truth, I can finally make things right. Zoe. No, don't come any closer. Zoe pulls back as she screams at me. Weren't you listening to me? I can't do this anymore. I don't care if you hate me for this. I refuse to allow myself to keep holding you back and hurting you. Please, Zoe, just... No. The moment I try to put my hand on Zoe's shoulder, she runs out at the bar. For an instant, I feel a sense of deja vu flashing through my mind. Yeah! Once again, Zoe is trying to leave me behind. She's trying to run away from me. This time around, I may not find her so easily. But I'm not about to let that happen. Yeah, you go, girl! I chase Zoe outside, into the alleyway beside the bar. Tired from her performance, and perhaps other factors I'm unaware of, Zoe isn't fast enough to escape. I grab Zoe by the wrist and prevent her from running away. Zoe, stop! No, let go of me, Iris. You're better off without me. Just leave me alone. I will not. Despite her resistance, I pull Zoe closer. Please, let me do this. This is the only way I can protect you. I don't need protecting, Zoe. Not from you, at least. Whatever harm you think you're saving me from by running away, you're only going to make it worse. Don't do this, Iris. I already made up my mind to leave. If I can't do that right now, then I don't think I'll ever be able to let you go. I tighten on my grip on Zoe's arm and shake my head. That's fine by me. Oh. There we go. Yeah, and there's the CG. It's been a while since we've had a CG. A really long while. Before Zoe can run away, I pull her into my arms. Once again, I force our lips together, indulging the warmth of Zoey's body as a familiar sensation spreads throughout my body. Zoey pulls away at first, still showing the feeble signs of resistance, but that lasts for only a moment, and before I know it, she's returned to my embrace in full force. I've wrapped my arms around Zoey so tightly that escape becomes impossible. Zoey does the same to me. For all of her talk of how great the need was for her to be apart, Zoey clearly had no intention of letting me go again, and I couldn't be happier. Zoey, don't you ever run away from me again. Whatever angst or lust you feel, just come to me. I'll take it all in. Iris, taking my words as an invitation, Zoey sips one hand down my waistline. I don't think that's quite that kind of invitation she was after. She firmly cups my buttocks in her hand while kissing my neck, causing a faint moan to leak out of my mouth. Zoey, not so fast. Let's take this slow, okay? We could go home, talk this through some more, and no more talking. Oh, I got a calm before the storm achievement. It's not coming up on yours. I figured out what that was actually. You see, because I'm doing it through a game catcher rather than a window, and that's why you can't see them. So, at least I figured that out. Our lips are forced together once more, this time by Zoey. She presses her body against mine so closely that I can feel her nipples poking me through her shirt. Jesus! I will admit, Raz just like to paint a picture. His soft breast changes shape as our bodies melt together, taking both of us to a state neither one of us knew existed. Okay then. It's too late to back out now, Iris. I won't let you go again. Says the girl who ran away. Yeah. But that's okay. I'll forgive you, just as long as you don't leave me ever again. I won't. Not for anything in the world. I don't care if you're my sister anymore. Though I'm pretending that we haven't or isn't real. I love you, Iris. Not as a sister, but as more than that. And if you'll have me, unbelievable. Oh my god, the professor's here! Jesus! Wow, that's a different one. I was not expecting the professor to come. Startled by an unexpected voice, Zoey and I jumped back in surprise. We looked toward the entrance of the alley and find someone neither one of us were expecting to see. Oh my god! I was not expecting the professor to come along. Wow, that's shook me up a bit as well. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the episode there, to be honest, because I'm getting towards and God, I think this is gonna take a bit of talking. So I'm gonna leave the episode here, and we'll come back to it at another point in time. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like this episode. Subscribe to see some more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.